gotta get better lighting. 0 viewers. Just as I wanted it. Because this is, number 3 stream. I will pop over here, and I'm going to double check some stuff on Twitch. I should probably log out so that I can see it as you see it. Not a great sign when you don't come up in the search bar of Twitch. Yeah, I definitely need better lighting. And also, let's do this. I got a new camera set up. That's not bad. I'll get better lighting for next time. Yeah, I don't know if I should talk to myself for now, or maybe I'll just jump in and play. I'm running just a little bit behind today. It's not even registering that I'm watching my nothing. Yeah. Oh, it finally registered that I was watching myself. There's a joke there. Let's mute me. Just want to make sure that I am saving to for later. Just checking a settings thing. Channel and videos. Store past broadcast. Excellent. Alright. We're back for some Arkham Asylum. I can't tell if I'm too close to the camera, if I'm too far away from the camera. I hope everybody who celebrates Christmas had a Merry Christmas. And a happy Boxing Day. A nice Christmas Eve. Or, if you don't celebrate, that you enjoyed your Friday and Saturday. Those are good days, too. I feel like... yeah, I would love to... Let's see who we got last time. Some character trophies. Oh, I remember playing this the first time. How do I zoom? There we go. Playing the first time through and seeing the 3D models. Just so cool. Green tinting of light. You can actually see Batman in the Batmobile. A very different design than what we will get come Arkham Knight. Blackgate Prisoners. The normal, the armed thug. And the blade wielding. Just so cool. Frankie Bowles. Slash across the eyeball. There's his flask. Which, if you'll remember, we, what did we do? We followed the bourbon trail. Something that people have used to find me in the past. Quincy Sharp, the warden. Can't quite see his cane topper, but maybe that'll come back later. Aaron Cash and other guards. The design was just amazing, and to get the updated version with the Return to Arkham. Oh, here's Victor Zsasz. We talked about him last time. For next chat, I'll try to figure out who we're talking about, and maybe we can start with a little bit of a bat talk. You can see he has the 4 slashes on his forehead, saving that 5th for Batman. Will he ever get it? We do not know. And there he is, the man himself. Just a great bat suit. Tactical armor. Hey, Kevin! What's up, man? You're the only person watching me right now, and I'm thankful for you. This is me saying this to Kevin, and perhaps people in the future, but Kevin and I sang together down at the Michigan Opera Theater. He's delightful. He is a streamer. If you don't follow him, you should. He's so great. I just got into Twitch, and he was, I think, the first or second person that I followed. He's hilarious. I love his energy. Speaking of energy, he once dragged me off the stage at the Michigan Opera Theater. Oh, Dustin, thank you so much, man. Oh, yeah, 3 viewers, yay. That would be amazing. I would like this to become a thing. And as I was told last time, just take your time. You'll get there. Now my phone's not charging. Not a good omen. To give a quick Bat recap. Last time we were here in Arkham Asylum, we got locked in. The Joker had a well-executed plan, and we just left the morgue. Yeah, dude, of course, Kevin. We just left the morgue, and in the morgue we encountered our first Scarecrow experience, which is a trippy, fear toxin-based experience.
It wasn't Gordon. Crane's gas must have affected me more than I thought.
And it wasn't Gordon.
Having trouble figuring out what's real and what's just a figment of your twisted little mind.
Oh, Mark Hamill. I'm going to sing Mark Hamill's praises for all of the games in which he voices. Kevin, do you know Dustin? Oh. Okay. All right, it's early. There we go. Oh. That's fine. Oh, David. Be the Batman.
Listen, no more tricks. Just one last puzzle and you can add more. And a little more. Oh, I can't wait.
I'm assuming you all have played, but I will post these to YouTube. But if you encounter these were the first enemy that you couldn't just attack straight on, using the stun of the cape, which is such a good design. If you've played Marvel Spider-Man, which Kevin, I think I saw you play in Marvel Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. The B button for Marvel Spider-Man is dodge. And so that really threw me off every time I wanted to stun an enemy, and I ended up. Can't remember if there's a trophy up here or not. I don't think so. But the design's just beautiful. Feel free to invite your friends. I'm happy to talk bat trivia. I'm happy to talk life.
It's just through the glass. Take a look. Harley's under strict instructions to kill the old man. If any of my guys even think you're in the room. They're patrolling down there. I told them all you're on the way. So here's the deal. If you can find a way to get to Harley without anyone realizing, I'll give you your next present. Fail, and they will cut it down. Hell, I may even give you Harley. It looks like you could use a new side.
Oh, the Joker.
A map will always help those who are stuck.
So this is one of the riddle challenges. This is to Bane. One of his stories is that I need to read up on this stuff because my Kev, I'm so sorry, man. Batman helps crying babies. And here's a teddy bear that was owned by Bane. What is it, Santa Prisca prison, when he was in the pit. If you've seen The Dark Knight Rises, the storyline revolves around Bane. They did not have a teddy bear in that one.
Joker's not messing. He wants the old man kept safe from Batman. Anyone gets near
Perhaps, for those of you who haven't played this game, that will be a hint of what's to come.
Batman will be a dead man, and I'll be famous. Whatever. Get over there and keep looking. Now go!
Predator challenges
Harley's got the old man up top. You see the
are
Batman
part of why
coming
this game
around.
is so exciting. Because with them, Riddler
What do you
trophy.
call someone who has failed to solve 3/4 of my riddles?
As you get closer, especially for something like this, where it's if you're spotted, you're done.
No, not surprised.
Oh, I'm going fast.
Check it. Mr. J has won again.
The music design. Let me know if you're having trouble hearing the music. But the music design, they amp up the tension in every one of these Predator challenges.
Look so old.
You think anything you gotta say matters to me?
And if you play this game, the first time you play it, you may want to use the detective vision all over the place. Like, it is possible to play this game with just detective vision on. That's this look here, so you can tell who's where. But the design of the game is so worth it to try without. There we go, Harlow.
You took longer than I thought.
He's out of control. He's trying to prove something.
Awesome, thank you.
Not sure I can stop him this time.
I know I
You'll do it.
have a couple of
Batman,
lights.
listen.
You probably can't see
We're not
them.
alone.
I'm
got
subletting,
something
and I
else
want to
down
move
there.
them so
I
that
don't
they
know what it is.
focus here, but we'll get good sound for now.
Spoiling the surprise.
Be quiet.
Oh, am I getting to you? Am I? Good. You're going to love this next bit.
I've started looking up speedruns for this game. For this one in Arkham City, I'll probably go with Arkham City. I prefer the combat to that game a little bit more.
It wants Dr. Young's login.
Never mind that. Get behind me. Now.
Those speedrunners are so good. It's not to say that I'm bad at this game. I definitely have played this game enough to be, like, good. But the stuff that they do, it's gonna take some practice. But I'm excited to try that.
The Bruja. She drained the venom from my blood. Must stop her.
Sorry, Has-Bane. The good doctor won't be a problem much longer. How do you like my puppet? What say we cut him down?
Bane was a little disappointing in this series. Bane is such an incredible villain because he's one that physically challenges Batman with his massive size. But something that we don't always get to see is his intellect. He is one of Batman's smartest, most tactical villains. If you're looking for a good comic to read, the Nightfall series, even if you just read the first compendium, that's the introduction of Bane. That's where we get the image of Bane breaking Batman's spine, which is referenced in this. Bataranged. Uh-oh. I'm not playing smart this morning. There we go. My first introduction to Bane was the movie Batman and Robin in 1997. Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. And I just assumed... Uh-oh. Come on, Mom. This is fine. I assumed that Bane was just a lumbering oaf because of that movie. And again, he very much is not. We don't see it in this game, like I said, because they had to set up the Titan fights. And they do it well. Like, the design is great. Bane is like Titan Extreme.
I will crush you!
Don't get hit by a big rock. Oh yeah, if I get hit again, I'm dead. Okay, good. There we go. Oh, is that in reference to Batman and Robin, Kevin? Oh, it is a rough movie. George Clooney has since apologized for his portrayal as the Batman. It made sense. George Clooney, like, one of the hottest young actors
Batman, you okay?
at that time.
I'm fine, Jim. Where's Quinn?
Gone. Must
Man,
have gotten loose
they
while
just
Bane
didn't
was
stick the
throwing you
landing.
around.
I'll say he's more dynamic than
Need to
Val
get you
Kilmer.
off the island.
And I like Val Kilmer.
I'm not a rookie. I can handle myself.
I'm going to show you while the cinematic is going on. This was a gift from my friend Monica. This is my new alarm clock. And when you hit his stomach, it lights up.
This time
He's real
I
cute.
break you.
Yeah, so rough. I at some point, I don't know if anybody else remembers these, but in 1995 when Batman Forever came out. Excuse me, I just burped into my microphone. That's disgusting.
Dangerous here. I don't like
I'm in my mid-30s. I just burp all the time now. In 1995 when Batman Forever came out, McDonald's had...
You're needed there.
Yes, it was. So good, Kevin.
Better call Dr. Young Bruja.
Batman Forever,
mean?
McDonald's had these glass mugs.
For which?
They were like etched in glass. And I had the Batman one from however old I was, 9 years old, whatever it is. 8 years old.
Oracle, go through the city.
So I had that one and
all you
kept
can
it
find on
all my
Update.
life, and then when
I'll
I
go
moved
through
out of my
anything you
parents' place,
find
I
once I get to
stole
the
it.
cave.
It's like, this is mine. And I since
I
have
built it
gone
years
to
ago. It's best to
thrift
plan ahead
stores
for situations like
and
this.
purchased
How'd you manage to keep this a secret?
all 4 of them.
It's me,
And I
remember?
have
So do you think
one
Dr. Young's
complete
been
set of the
experimenting
4,
with that? The
and
same
then I
chemical that
have...
turns Bane into that
I need
animal?
Robin
Yes, I'm
ones
worried.
of those glasses.
Bane seemed even
I
more
know it doesn't
powerful than
matter, but
usual.
like I have a
Joker wants
dream
the
of
gun,
having a
and that can
fancy
only be
like
trouble.
brunch
I'm heading
where
to Dead
everybody
Man's
gets
Point
all
in
4
Arkham
of the
North.
mugs,
I'll contact you once I'm in the back.
and nobody appreciates it but me. Do I? That is one of the things I think I'll have to practice for speedruns. My tendency is to spread everybody out, which I think is a very Batman thing to do. You spread everybody out, and it makes it a little easier to manage the fight. But for speedruns, you want to keep them close. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, if you haven't seen this, this is so cool. There were two moments in this game that made me realize that I was not playing the games of my childhood. And one of those is coming up here. Seeing Batman... come on, David. Seeing Batman glide. Too far. We'll get there. Oops.
What's the deal with Dead Man's Point? It's been a favorite suicide location in Arkham Island for over 100 years.
Yeah, I know. I once saved an unfortunate inmate from leaping off into the rocks below. I found a cave entrance, and over the years have moved a number of supplies here. It's a regular home away from home.
We're going to the Batcave. Or at least Batcave Light. Ah! Arkham Oranges. Oranges. I feel like I've heard that before. In Arkham Origins, we will actually get to see the Batcave. It's a fine game. Origins.
Thank the Lord! I thought you'd have found that 1 hour ago.
It feels like DLC. I was watching Zero Punctuation, and he referenced a term. Maybe one of you will help me remember. But it's a term for...
They brought the animal
we'll
before me, shameless and barking like a mad dog. For what felt like days, I endured his boasts. He took pleasure recounting his actions, cataloguing his depraved crimes. What should have been revenge turned to pity. This poor dog needed my help.
Oh! I gotta remember to, like, tag this with Arkham Asylum. Yeah, the term that he was talking about on Zero Punctuation essentially means when a game just feels like DLC. I wish I could remember it. He talks so fast, it's as if there's no punctuation. Riddler trophy! Somebody told me about the widgets, which I still don't understand, but I'm excited because I think I want one of them to be about the Riddler. Alright, here comes that moment. This just blew my mind.
measures. Security deactivated.
Oh, it was just so good. And then to run down the hall through a waterfall that affects your camera. We're in the Batcave. Just so neat. Feels lived in, it feels used.
Dr. Young was heading up a project. It was big. Lots of external funding. Here are the last notes.
That's really cute.
I can't make sense of it. What does it mean?
Looks
My
like
friend
she was
Monica's
experimenting with the Arkham picture.
nephew.
This new
I think he just turned 4 too.
The original Venom compound.
I gave him a little bat mask for,
the strength of the drug.
you know, because I had an extra
Multiple
one.
references to a Titan
And he kept
formula.
confusing
Even a small
Spider-Man and
amount could trigger
Batman.
a venom-like transformation in the host.
Did your
eliminating
4-year-old
the
watch
need
you
for
play
the storage
Spider-Man?
tank Bane
Because
requires.
that to me was like, oh, I understand why
Hang
Spider-Man
on.
is
These
so cool.
notes aren't complete. The formula is missing. That must be the
I
secret.
used to make
Dr.
jokes
Young
about
was
Spider-Man
If
in
Joker
a
gets his hands on this,
in a
he'll create
lecture
an
that I
army
gave
of
about the
1,000
history of
Banes.
Batman. That
My
it's
God.
okay to
Is
have
Joker
differing
crazy enough to
opinions
do
about
that?
whose favorite superhero,
What am I
even if
saying?
yours is Spider-Man.
You've got to stop him.
A hero that's just a puberty allegory. A young boy whose body changes and he's struggling with white stuff coming out of him. And that's why this is PG-13. Oh.
I'm going after her. She was heading to the mansion with cash. I'm going
Oh.
up top via the catacombs.
These games get real dark. Oops. I can't remember how to do the back claw. Oh, I love that. I just love... Kevin, you could probably speak to this too. I feel like it's so nice that kids can just like superheroes now. They don't have to apologize for enjoying superheroes. Because that was not necessarily the case.
Took a little longer to find them than you figured it would.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try and be more precise next time I'm planning an island takeover.
Hey, I didn't mean...
Uh-huh.
Not perfect. Well, come to think of it, I'm pretty close to perfect, aren't I? Where was I? Oh, yes. Criticism from a word like you.
I usually skip these dialogues.
Rolling around free because I arranged to open
Because I played it 100 times.
something I will not tolerate.
I'm sorry, boss. I didn't mean it like that. Please.
Welcome, viewer number 3.
I'll just have someone drive round to your house and bring your wife's leg, okay?
But Joker...
Oh, Kevin.
My generous nature.
That to me was like...
No, I guess
when I
not.
heard they cast Kevin
thanks.
Conroy and Mark Hamill in this game,
Let's just consider the
I knew they were
matter.
doing this game right.
Did I ever tell you the one about the guy who came home to find his wife?
That, oh man.
Jack?
I mentioned this on last stream where the voice, when I read the comic, the voice that I hear in my head is Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker.
You don't need to come up here and get your ears.
There's a great interview with Mark Hamill for this game. It might have been for
The
City.
island changed little over the years.
We'll listen
Its
to this.
reputation was in tatters, but I vowed to fix it. As the buildings were rebuilt, I saw the future. A bright, wonderful future.
Hey, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna attempt to say it. Fuchslabmik. Fuchslabmik? Eh, you can correct me. Oh, and Arlene Sorkin. Oh. Tara Strong does a great job in the other games, but Arlene Sorkin as Harley Quinn, which we haven't heard from nearly enough of. In my opinion, we don't get enough of her in this game. gotta learn to talk and play. She just... And to know that Paul Dini... come on. That Paul Dini is just like, yeah, I love this actress. I love seeing her in a Harlequin costume. Let's make a character. You... Fuchs? Yep. Kimball. Lobnick. Wait a minute. It's in your... Yeah. Thank you for the follow. Oh. So I teach IPA, which is the International Phonetic Alphabet for singers. So I'm always embarrassed when I don't pronounce a game right, or a name right. But I also like to say that I'm an idiot, and I can give away with that. Oh!
Hello. My name
I know,
is
we
Dr.
can't type
Rachel
IPA.
Whistler. Do you
Thank you for
understand?
following me.
I hear you, bitch. So when
I'm fueled by attention, and the pandemic has made that very difficult.
I've been digging deeper into Dr. Young. According to her bank records, there have been multiple payments starting last April until 2 months ago. Then nothing. The payments came from a company owned by Mr. Jack White.
One of Joker's oldest aliases. So,
You know, from the White Stripes.
Joker pays Dr. Young to create his army, and then all of a sudden he stops. Doesn't make any sense.
Another great comic recommendation. And I am not going to assume any Bat knowledge of people, so I hope I do not offend if I say read this and you've already read it. But The Killing Joke, Alan Moore's The Killing Joke. Yeah, we do. Thank you for the follow. I can't wait to get back to singing with you, Kevin. And hopefully having you drag my dead corpse. I've died so many times on that stage. Yeah.
Hey, this is weird. The payments to Dr. Young's account didn't stop exactly. They were declined. Dr. Young put a block on her account.
Sounds like she had a change of heart. She tried to block the
For
payments.
those not paying attention,
Joker
Dr.
doesn't
Young
like it
was
when his
in
partners
last
try to back
episode.
out.
So he decided to get himself back to Arkham, find his formula, and create the army himself.
Exactly.
And she and
Hacked into
Cash
her email accounts. 2 mails stand
left the
out.
medical
The first is a
center.
resignation letter dated last week. Sounds like she was trying to get away.
And the second?
A message from Joker.
Riddler trophy.
Jack White. It's a long thread. She's begging to stop the experiment. Says it's too dangerous. He's not listening. Let's see. Random threats to her family, a couple of bad jokes, a picture of a dead baby, and a threat.
Go on.
He says, I'm coming for you. I want what I paid for. And then another joke about wheelchairs. Lovely. And a drawing of some kind of donkey.
No mystery why she's so scared. I'm coming up to the surface. I'll find her.
For the uninitiated, Oracle, who was talking to Batman there, was previously Batgirl. But in The Killing Joke, she is paralyzed. Oh, David! Oh, A Death in the Family is so good. We were talking about that last time. Oh, it's such a great storyline. If you all don't know the story of A Death in the Family, you said in the family, right? Not of the family. Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely I was thinking about this the other day. Part of why these games are so successful. This kind of relates to Kevin, except for Superman's involvement. And I think this is kind of true for Spider-Man too. They function so great within their individual little city. Like, he's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And yeah, he's an Avenger and he does these cool things. That you've been to space. But like the big Riddler trophy.
Can it be? No, there's no way. You can't find them all. It's impossible.
But it's best when it's like, no, he's fighting these terrible weirdos in an old abandoned asylum. Or let's see if I can do this. It saves me 0 time. It actually makes me backtrack, but I just like getting it ahead of time. What was I talking about? Yeah, Batman. So when it's like him saving Gotham, saving the water supply in Gotham, or he's locked in this little asylum, or, you know, the Riddler has captured somebody and has set up these elaborate puzzles. I mean, Bat God of like the 90s. I can't remember who penned that term. But like the Batman of the Justice League. Like, it just, I don't know. You lose some of what makes Batman so great, and he has to become something else in order to survive a world of gods. Well, is it Iron Man 3 where Tony Stark is like, he has the panic attacks about like being a human being in a suit, and how he's fought with literal gods and actual superheroes, and he freaks out about it. Batman doesn't have that insecurity. He's just like, my backup plan is the Justice League, which is a reference to Justice League Doom, I believe. I really got to brush up on this stuff if I'm actually going to talk. Yeah, Death in the Family is a great one. I said it last time, 1988, I believe.
It's just an urban myth.
Talks about, makes reference to the Iranian-Contra. Because that's what we do. Oh, thank you for the affirmation. I just love how in Spider-Man a lot of the little quests end up being... Yes, I loved that about Spider-Man 2, where it's all kind of, it's all interconnected somehow. I feel like, with a few exceptions, Arkham City does that pretty well. Like you have the Deadshot side mission. It's kind of connected to the main storyline. It gives depth to that. Even the Riddler, to a certain extent, although I could talk about the Riddler for hours, how I think the Riddler is perfect just as he's like a pebble in Batman's boot. There's just always this reminder of like, I'm gonna get you. I'm always present, and you cannot get rid of me.
Don't worry about the bat. I put a few surprises along the way.
Yeah, Superman video games.
Oh, and if you hear a shot in the dark, don't worry.
I'll admit, even in like the Lego Batman series, I will choose Superman because he can't die, and I don't want to lose my Lego studs.
Looks like the Blackgate thugs.
Yeah, it's hard to get Superman right. Also, fly mechanics are very difficult to do right. Or at least there are very few games that I enjoy flying in. So if you have any flying game recommendations, let me know. Thomas Middleditch, I'm looking at you. I just want to keep saying his name so we become friends. Oh, I didn't play Death of the Superman on NES either. I have the Adventures of Batman and Robin for the... No, I have it for the Genesis. Very hard game. In terms of Batflick, the first thing I'm going to say is I'm disappointed in the DC EU. DC EU? CU. The DC, yeah. I'm disappointed in DC movies in general. The crunching sound. Yep. Yeah, I'm disappointed in their films anyway. I gotta remember to actually play and talk. I don't have it yet. So there's one upgrade that I like to buy right away, and it's an amplifier, which we'll get there later. Sure, why not? 2 battering. Yeah, I've been disappointed in the cinematic universe for DC. And it's because I feel like they just wanted to go away from the Marvel model, and there was a way to do that and a way not to do that, and I feel like they chose the way not to do that. Like Batman v Superman didn't need to start with a Batman origin story. That's something that they got right with Spider-Man in Civil War. Like, yeah, people know Spider-Man. Come on, David, focus. People know Spider-Man, and you don't have to explain his powers. Same thing with Batman. We know the story. We know the pearls falling off of Martha Wayne's neck. I think most people even know about the bat flying through the window of his father's study. Like, we get the story. So that immediately started a bad taste in my mouth. I will say, Batflick. Thank you, right? No origin stories. Batflick was one of the better parts of that movie to me. I think Gal Gadot was the best part of Batman v Superman. And then I'm excited for the Snyder cut, just to see how it's different, because I didn't love Justice League. And with a lot of those movies, my biggest thing is, like, they're just kind of boring. And a movie about the 2 most popular superheroes on the planet, or at least who used to be. Oh, shoot! Come on, David, don't die. Oh no! Oh, you get to hear my Joker-inspired laughs. Oh yeah, give me your take, because I'm just rambling at this point. You know what? I will give you that. He was definitely a very good post Jason Bruce Wayne, which is all the more reason that it's kind of frustrating that Zack Snyder was like, the Batsuit in the Batcave is Dick Grayson's. Like, I know things can change, especially we live in a universe, a multiple universe for DC. But that's such an iconic death with Jason Todd, that to just be like, yeah, and Dick Grayson is dead. I didn't fully appreciate it. Yeah, but I totally agree.
As of today, all Arkham guards have been fired due to
They did?
budget cuts.
Where was Todd's Robin suit? Oh no, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I didn't end up watching Batman Returns on Christmas. It made me a little sad. Oh, I have to go watch. Oh, that would have been a cool twist. Like, very... How would you do Bizarro That would have made more sense for Zod. A friend of
Hey, I've got a cousin in
actually my I'm gonna be very honest on this chat about so many things. My ex-wife's now husband. My ex-wife and I are still very close. She is an incredible human being, and she has a wonderful husband who has a horror podcast. But we were talking about the death of General Zod and how it just didn't make sense. Yes, and then including the death of Superman as a storyline, it was just... We had 2 movies to get attached to Superman, and then you kill him. And of course you're not gonna kill off Superman forever. Yeah. I am excited for Robert Pattinson. That trailer took my breath away. Yes, and was it in post-credit or was it in movie proper where it's just like, yeah, here's some raising dirt so that you know Superman's not really gone. Oh yeah, in the Flash movie. Yeah, it definitely was more of a Bizarro origin. I like having you two on chat. This is so much fun.
New brick,
Chronicle of Arkham.
metal and paint covered old wounds. Fresh blood was injected into the body. Bright new minds came, and all swore to uphold.
I'm sure everybody has seen it, but there was a Robert Pattinson meme that had his Twilight character next to the new Batman, and it just said something along the lines of, "Oh, I guess vampires do turn into bats," and I lost my mind. I was actually talking about Kristen Stewart the other day. We watched Happiest Holiday. I think that's what it's called. It's a new holiday movie on Hulu. Oh. Some mornings you just don't have the timing. This is one of them. But just talking about how, like, I've come to really appreciate her as an actress, and I feel so much the same with Robert Pattinson as an actor. Just some of the cool stuff that he's done, and if somebody had said to me, like, she was really good in that. It's a weird movie, and frustrating at times. It's a holiday movie. Like, you got to keep that in mind. But yeah, had somebody said, like, who would you cast as the next Batman? I would not have said Robert Pattinson. But man, I'm excited for him to take that opportunity. He's just got the dark brooding. He's not the biggest guy, necessarily. But I think there's something for Batman being more ninja-like. I had forgotten that Michael Keaton is coming for the Flash movie. Because are they straight up doing Flashpoint? I should know that already, but Flashpoint is a great storyline about the Flash, but that very much focuses on Batman. Just nerds talking about Batman. That's what the title of this should be. I feel the same.
My family's killer stood in front of me. Years of therapy have deemed him sane. I was proud to see him walk free. In exchange for his liberty, the state required only a signature. He talked about wanting to walk in a park, how he longed to feel fresh air on his face. And then he took my father's fountain pen and killed my secretary. As he was subdued, he screamed out, pleading for forgiveness, for pity. But I had none. I watched as guards beat him to a stain on the floor.
Yeah, this Arkham storyline is a dark one. We can talk about it later, but I too love Michael Keaton. Just in general, and hearing, if you're not familiar with Michael Uslan, he's an executive producer. He and a friend of his bought the rights to the Batman film in 1979, and it took them 10 years to get the Batman movie made. His memoir is called The Boy Who Loved Batman. I've seen him speak. He's really great, and his whole thing was making sure that they could redeem Batman from the 1966 Adam West version. Like, they were like, no, we know the Batman from the comics, and he's dark and brooding, and we want to show that Batman on screen. And one of the stories that he talks about is Tim Burton being so vehement that they needed the right actor to play Batman. And the reason that was Michael Keaton is because you would believe that he was crazy enough to dress up in a big rubber suit as a bat and fight crime. And man, was he right. Tim Burton just nailed that casting. Yeah, and Michael Keaton's just great. Beetlejuice? What a great movie.
It's the suicide collar.
Yeah.
It sounds weird.
Kevin, who's your favorite Batman?
Well, they've got some other name, but, well, we just use them to monitor patients' heart.
Multiplicity. A clone of a clone. I really... What was it? Within the course of a couple of years, Keaton came back and he played Birdman, the title of which I do not know the full thing off the top of my head, but he played Birdman, and then he played the Vulture. Is it Vulture? I don't know Spider-Man as well. I was talking to Ashley, my friend who got me into streaming last night. She is terrified of the Joker, and she only somewhat regrets encouraging me to stream because she knows she has to watch. But she finds ways to get through it. But we were talking last night, and I was like, I think I'm through most of the Joker stuff. She's singing this morning, which is for the best because I was wrong. Oops. Not that I'm a bad friend. It's that I'm a forgetful friend. Played the Vulture. Okay, good.
You heard Joker.
All right, I'm gonna get through this Predator room, and then I'll see what you said. I'm pretty sure you said Christian Bale, which is a great choice. Christian Bale is another actor who's like, oh yeah, he's crazy enough and dedicated enough to become the Batman. Yeah. When people ask me what my favorite Batman movie is, I have to say The Dark Knight because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's like The Dark Knight, Nightmare Before Christmas. Those are the two that are top of that list. And Heath Ledger's Joker is absolutely why. But I mean, the rest of that cast: Michael Caine as Alfred.
I told her to run. Guys came in looking for
just watched Muppet Christmas Carol. Michael Caine is so good. It's a hot take. I know not many people are talking about that.
Her office is over there.
How long ago was this? I need to find her notes before Joker gets his hands on them.
Morgan Freeman.
20 minutes, maybe more.
Lucius Fox.
What's so important about the notes?
Joker wants them. That makes them important.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Stay here.
Actually, it's Heath Ledger's Joker that anytime new casting comes out, I try to reserve my opinion about it until I see it. Because I was one of those people that when Heath Ledger was cast, it's like, how is this gonna work? Like, I haven't seen this actor in this sort of thing. Come on. And kind of jumped on the bandwagon of like, no, it's not gonna be good. And I've never been more wrong. So even when Batfleck was cast, it was one of those that it was like, I'll give him a chance. And I'm glad he did. He's an actor who cares about the character. He's talked about that. And
Not sure he is actually insane. Good evening, Stephen. How are you tonight?
yeah, I wish they could stick the landing. And they shouldn't be Marvel movies. I think that's part of why Justice League didn't succeed, in my opinion. And I like Joss Whedon a lot. Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along blog is one of my favorite things on the planet. Yeah, but I just wish it could have been DC. Because DC is different. It is dark and it's brooding, and at times it's a little more visceral. But there's a humor to it.
What are you afraid of?
It's just a different type of humor than we see in the Avengers. Did I get all? Yeah, I can't get that one.
Arkham Control, do you copy? Over.
I get mad at myself when I forget to get trophies. I totally get that with Dark Knight Rises.
Going after the notes yourself,
yeah. Dark Knight Rises was filmed in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is where I'm originally from. I love that city so much. And so, like, it always holds a little special part. My grandfather, my mom's dad, is in one of the scenes, like, as a background character. I wanted to travel there to be in it, but I didn't. I have snow from the fight scene. My uncle gave it to me. Yeah, but Dark Knight Rises, they tried to up the stakes, and this is another, like, going back to, I think sometimes, for me at least, Batman works best when he's Gotham's savior, not the world's savior. And the scale of Dark Knight Rises just got so big. Yeah, Michael Caine acted very hard in that movie. Ooh, what did I miss?
It's not gonna open.
Hold on. I think I'm done.
Yeah, yep.
You said that 10 minutes ago.
You could be the one to
And like, when you have Michael Caine,
It'll be open in a
I
second.
get
You're an idiot.
giving him a
Joker's
monologue.
not gonna be happy, and you know
So
that.
much acting.
Dwayne, just shut up. I'm trying.
Yeah, I wonder if it's got a little bit of that, a Batman v Superman. They tried to accomplish too much with Rises.
Joker's thugs were trying to get into that office.
It looks like they couldn't get through the main door. Got to find a different
Speaking of Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises, there's Ra's al Ghul. Or Ra's al Ghul. Oh, Liam Neeson. Another great actor. Actually, Kevin, I feel like you will appreciate this. When I talk about the Nolan trilogy in terms of sonata form.
Who opened it?
And
No
for
sign
that,
of forced entry.
in terms of
Whoever
that, it
opened
is a
the
perfect trilogy. Where Begins is a perfect exposition.
Let's see.
The Dark Knight is a perfect development, and in
Dr.
terms
Young
of a
got to her notes before
recapitulation,
Joker. She's taken them to hide
Dark Knight
somewhere.
Rises is great. It brings
I
back
need to
themes
follow her
from
and
the
find out where she
beginning,
put them.
kind of as they were. Liam Neeson, oh shoot, what are they in that movie? It's been so long. The ninjas. League of Shadows.
Oracle.
bring
I'm
back
on
all
Dr.
of these
Young's trail.
themes and kind of
I've had to calibrate
wrap
the
it up,
scanner to
but in
only
a
show
different way
recent
than they
prints.
did in Begins. They give it a
If I
different
follow
resolution.
these, I will find her or the notes.
I hope it works. Just so you know, the GCPD found one of Joker's bombs downtown. It was full of marzipan and kittens.
As I thought, it's just a twisted diversion.
Oh, I
real
struggled
action's
with
on
that
Arkham.
too, Cassandra Cain. I struggled with Birds of Prey. We talked about this a little bit. My friend Milo Malmstrom, who is an actor named Miles in the Southeast Michigan area, talked about the fact that he was like, it wasn't a Birds of Prey movie. Yeah, and Cassandra Cain, Batwoman, such a good character. There were some really cool moments. The fight choreography in that movie was a blast. Because they didn't attempt to make the Birds of Prey into, like, to fight the same way that they would Batfleck or Henry Cavill. Yeah. I wanted it to be something different. But that's okay.
Just evil. He takes no interest in the people he has hurt. His research appears to be
Oh my gosh, you are so right. I am talking about the wrong person.
fear that drives your obsession. Fear drives everything.
Oh, I gotta get better at this. You're absolutely right. I am so sorry. Thank you for calling me on that. I was talking about Kate Kane, not Cassandra.
Because you were scared of dying alone. You have children.
Who is another cool character. I haven't watched the CW show, though, a Batwoman.
The doctors because you were scared of dying. Do I need to go on?
No.
Hello, third viewer. Feel free to pop in the chat, say hello. I'm on my phone. I'm still figuring out how to use the phone, so I can't quite see who is here. But as you can tell, I love to talk to people. While I'm getting these, I want to show off this shirt a little bit. I got this at GameStop on sale, and I love the combination of the Batman mythology, all the like different iterations he's gone through. It's just such a fun shirt. It's my first time wearing it. You got the Rainbow Batman. The Batman that's based off of his first incarnation, Scottish Batman, Mummy Batman. So good. Robo-Bat. Get Bat Baby. Let's see who else is on here. Him as a scuba diver. Actually, this is a famous one. If you'll see Batman riding a great white shark. Sometimes people have photoshopped a lightsaber. It's great. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel. That's how I felt about Renee Montoya. Not that the character in the movie was bad as Renee Montoya. But I mean, in the animated series, she was just something really special. And then in Gotham PD, which if you...
He's here!
I think that's what it's called. It's a comic storyline that focuses... What's up, Batman? That focuses on the police department in Gotham. Batman is very rarely in it. Some of the supervillains do make appearances. And so seeing how just normal human beings who aren't jacked up on years of training and money, seeing how they interact in that sort of world. But Renee Montoya has such a beautiful, heartbreaking storyline in that. I highly recommend them.
No idea. Joker doesn't tell us his plan.
She would care.
Maybe. I heard he's brought someone in to...
Spring was a turning point, a new beginning, a glorious realization of my true destiny. My family's killer perished in an unfortunate accident. These animals cannot be cured.
Oh, that's how we
Like
do it.
dogs, they only respond to discipline. And if that fails, then I was afraid that these accidents would have to continue.
I just realized how to put the Arkham Asylum tag on here, so maybe... Again, I'm not addicted to followers, but I would love to have them. I was told... Okay, don't fall in. I was told that part of it is like I just don't know. There's a lot of cool things on Twitch. What a cool thing. And I can say this to the three of you who are here. I know there is a lot of there was a lot of not great stuff in the gaming community, like any community. Ooh, I forgot he had a gun. But I do love seeing like strangers or family members, as is this morning. Here we go. Coming together and just like being kind about a video game, or like taking a chance to have a conversation with a stranger while he plays a video game. Yeah, I totally get. Oh, Star Wars talks. What kind of stuff do you talk about on your Star Wars talks? I just finished the Mando.
He's here! Welcome to the Arkham Library. This is so important. And here, a murder there. Crazy!
Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna have to find a way to break up the challenge maps. Or I promised myself not to talk during that. Oh, the Legends books. So,
Congratulations!
I am into Star Wars.
Now all you have to do is take a stroll downstairs and save
But that's
the
great.
helpless hostages.
I bet they have those at the library too. I'll have to check those out. The Legend books. My nephews are very into Star Wars, in part because their mom is like diving into the Wikipedia. My nephew Elijah just got a Darksaber for Christmas. He was very excited to show me. In fact, just letting people know, because we are about the 70-minute mark, because of the age of my nieces and nephews, and the fact that I know I have a lot of friends who have kids, who would enjoy seeing a grown bearded man play video games. Around 1 o'clock, I am going to shift over to,
The last page first.
I think today it'll probably be Minecraft.
Well, here's the punchline. 2 minutes.
So that they can watch. But feel free to hang around for that.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
I think with COVID, I have attention deficit disorder now. Because I can't focus on anything. Yeah. I will, now that I guess I should ask too, the Star Wars talks that you do, is the content like PG appropriate? Like, could I point my nephews there? Yeah, as a performer who has performed for what sometimes feels like negative people, I am okay to talk to myself. Like, if nobody was here, I would probably just spout out information and silly stories. Because I'll put these on YouTube, and maybe people will find them.
Like they were looking for something.
But yeah,
Bill here fought back, but
it's so much more fun to talk to people.
I
I gotcha. Usually, yeah, that's great.
Sorry. When I came to, we were all tired.
Yeah, I'll have to encourage my sister-in-law. They've been doing the e-learning and
told to meet in the warden's office.
You got to incentivize somehow. So a nice Star Wars talk might be the way to do that.
Where did you hide them?
Welcome, viewers. I'm up to 5. That's neat.
I found Dr. Young's formula.
Great.
Feel free to
stop, Joker.
Feel free to leave a hello in the comments. Click to follow.
No, not the formula.
Oh, that is so cool.
Who can help me now?
I just like people who are passionate about things. Or like, this is very random, but I like people who are good at whatever they do, whatever job it is. Like, seeing somebody at the grocery store who's just really good at engaging customers and gathering baskets, like, that person wins today. I just love to see a passionate human being, because life is way too short. Uh-oh, gas. Life is way too short not to be happy. That is so very cool. All right. Speaking of origin stories, here we go.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again, Bruce. Come on, we'll be late for Alfred.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Go easy on him, Tom. He loved it so. Alfred will wait. Keep up, Bruce.
Yeah, Batman's... What was it? Was it Batman 1 where they finally published his origin story?
Where are you taking
I said last time, Detective Comics 27 is Batman's first appearance. And that was May 39 publication. I really got to review these things before I start talking about them. I used to know all this stuff a lot more. I've told people, feel free if you know anybody in higher education. I have an idea. I have an idea for a Batman lecture series, like a 300, 400 level analysis class that looks at mythology, both historic and modern. Michael Uslan taught a class at IU in the 70s along those lines. Talks about that, looks at American history as a parallel. The character of Batman kind of developed throughout the 20th and now 21st century, somewhat reflecting the times, which is a cool way of these historical markers. About comic writing, creativity, movie making, storytelling.
Shut up, now. He's 8 years old and all alone. Money won't fix that.
Whatever you say, Gordon. His butler's on his way to pick him up. You hear that? He's got a butler.
I'm sorry, brother. I just need to ask you some questions. Can I get you anything? You okay?
One of the things...
I know you don't feel like answering me.
Oh, that is so cool. Well, if you ever want like a Batman lecture or anything, I can happily send you. I have to get the PowerPoint out of storage and would need to make it high school appropriate.
Call me Jim.
But I love that. Oh, how cool. Combining Shakespeare and comics, that's delightful. Alright, this is the second Scarecrow. Fear toxin induced. I really appreciate the Scarecrow's usage in this game. The Scarecrow, it gets different for Arkham Knight, but the Scarecrow is not trying to destroy the world. He is just trying to ruin Batman's life. And it becomes Batman fighting his own temporary psychosis, as opposed to, like, Doomsday. I love a good grounded Batman, which is hilarious because... Oh, yeah. Oh, pay attention, David. When we get back to the before times. Segments still take my breath away. They're just really well paced.
There's no escape.
Again, the character design is so eerie. Okay, oh, I'm risking it. Oh, that was a close one. I get really mad at myself when I mess these up. Which, if I'm not patient, I do. Ah, come on. I'll speed run Arkham City, maybe not Asylum. Talking of patience in video games, I was playing Kingdom Hearts again last night on the PlayStation, and it's a great game, but it requires that you're patient and you just take your time. And I am not great at that. Ah, come on. Like I said, I get mad at myself when I mess it up, which I did.
And at the end of fear, oblivion.
I'm not sure what it means, but it's terrifying. There we go. Okay. Yeah, just gotta be patient sometimes. It's one of those great life skills that you can learn from video games, and I gotta keep working on it. Listen to that sound design. I could have made it. Dom.
Oh, there you are.
Watching A Muppet Christmas Carol on Christmas Day. I don't own it. I should go back and buy it. But Batman Noel is a great story for this time of year. It's the story of a Christmas Carol, but told with the imagery of the Bat universe.
Anyone?
Batman as Ebenezer. Alright.
You try and get past me, Bats, and I will fry you!
Another type of enemy, the stun baton. Using the dodge over technique. Very important thing to master. We'll get back there later.
Stay where you are, Batman. Listen to me carefully.
Welcome, viewer. I'm on my phone, so I can't see who you are, but I would like to say thanks for being here. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. Oh, that was fast. Good.
You monster! You evil, evil, evil monster!
He's not going anywhere.
That is the manipulated Dr. Young.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I saw Bane.
I know. Joker threatened me. I wanted to stop the experiment.
Oh, I forgot my water.
I tried to give him his money back.
Joker doesn't take no for an answer.
He wants an army, a horrible twisted force to destroy Gotham, but he couldn't do it without the formula. I hid it, but...
So now he has Venom and your formula.
God, he has gallons of the stuff. There's a lab, hidden in the gardens. It's locked off, but the security key codes for the entire island are in the warden's safe.
What else is Joker planning?
How should I know? You think anything he says makes sense? I think he's insane. Oh my God!
Get out of the way!
Oh. They killed a good guy. Like a main character.
Poor Dr. Young. Still, you know how
Oh, Kevin, there she is, Arlene Sorkin.
talking about squealers.
Somebody help me!
That old loony actually thinks he runs this place. Talk about crazy. Well, bad places to go. Get it, boys. If he gets up, knock him down.
How cool. What a great idea. Oh, that's a great modern retelling of that classic story. Gives justification for why he's so grumpy. Which the movie Muppet Christmas Carol originally talked about a little bit, but then they cut the song and Love Is Gone.
Oracle, Dr. Young is dead. Have you figured out a way past these security gates?
Oh, cool.
Before she died, she told me there's a production plant hidden somewhere in the gardens.
The Wayne Tech security protocols seem to be hack-proof. Lucius did a good job. It's a two-part...
Oh, that is so neat. And introducing your students to Orson Welles.
Code sequencer.
And destroyed by Joker in the safe explosion. Harley Quinn has the
Orson
warden,
Welles,
and he's the only
some
chance
of you
we
might
have to
know
get
from
past these
Citizen
gates.
Kane, but used to do radio broadcasts, including the radio broadcast of War of the Worlds that people didn't realize was a radio play. Good, I got Scarface. Now, I'm going to take a brief moment. I did not know about this secret, like anybody, for a very long time. I gotta, hopefully I've put it in the right spot. Sometimes it takes me a time or two to figure this out. There we go. This was one of those hidden secrets that was hidden until essentially Rocksteady was like, hey, we put a secret in there. Go find it. Get some plans here in this hidden office, and then if we look at the board, Arkham City. They set up the sequel. It's so cool. Talking about Venom, the Bat. Some concept art. Just so cool. Oh, that's neat. War of the Worlds. As people are coming and going, part of the reason that I'm playing through these games is because I've never 100%ed, I've never 100% beat them up. I've been through the story modes. I've gotten all the Riddler trophies. Speaking of which, where did I miss it? Oh, it's downstairs. I've gotten all the Riddler trophies, but the challenge maps and the alternate characters, I've never completely done those. Stuck. In part, as you're seeing, because sometimes I'm bad at this game. But I'd really like to do that, and my hope is to get enough followers and enough subscriptions and all of those wonderful things, so that I can raise some money and finally create a really cool bat suit that I can wear to different festivals and like children's hospitals as a way of passing out superhero goodies and, you know, just being a bat presence in a world that needs some heroes. Till then, we can all be the heroes.
Tell him to shut it now. You heard that, right?
Yeah, you know where to find me. Later.
Idiot.
Take him out before. Alright.
You're not feeling the pressure as he takes you out one by one.
I don't think I missed anything. I got all the teeth.
God, let me go, you crazy bitch.
Swear words. I will say at times it does feel a little like Arlene Sorkin is phoning it in. But she's still so perfect as Harley Quinn. As we're coming to the hour-and-a-half mark in about a half an hour. In about a half an hour, I'm going to be switching games over to something like Minecraft so that my nieces and nephews can watch me play, because they are of an age where Batman Arkham Asylum isn't quite appropriate. Oh, I have so many upgrades. At some point, maybe I'll do a, yeah, let's go Sonic Batarang. Great, and by the time we get to the, what is it? The Decipherer? I can't remember. Oh, right. Following a DNA trail.
We locked them all. The man's not getting through here. But if the Joker wants to throw Batman down, why'd he open up access to this tunnel in the first place? Questioning the boss again? You've done nothing but whine since we got busted out. Yeah, Joker sends his
I
girlfriend
mean,
down.
I unlocked them. Might as well use them.
Hit me!
Alright. Not too bad. First hit in the beginning. Yeah, I was saying with the upgrades, I usually, or I have in recent years, to challenge myself, have done playthroughs where I do not get any of the upgrades. That typically means you can't get all the Riddler trophies, but you can beat the main story. Oh, it was so great to talk to you too. I hope I can catch some of your Star Wars lectures. Feel free to come back. I'll be playing all of them. I think I need to start sprinkling in the challenge maps. They are a pain in the butt. Also, I'm realizing that a Sunday morning might not be the best. Ah, David! Best time to play Batman. Yeah, Doc. Yeah, if anybody has suggestions of challenges, I'm gonna try to speedrun it at some point of this game. Just main story, glitchless. I've never done a speedrun. Maybe that's what I'll do to break up Victor Zaz. To break up the challenge maps.
Victor Zaz, diagnosed clinically insane after the murder of at least 20 women in the Gotham area. Hello, Victor. I'm Dr. Cassidy. Seeing as this is our first session, let's spend some time getting to know each other.
I don't need to know you, Miss Cassidy. Everything is meaningless.
Don't you think that's a very negative outlook on life, Victor?
You've no doubt read my file.
I feel you, Victor.
Yes, I have. It says you come from a wealthy family, that your parents died.
Are there any other nihilists out in the chat?
And none of it matters.
The one of you.
Saying that, Victor?
Because the only thing that does matter is the mark. Have you seen my work, Miss Cassidy?
If you're referring to the marks on your...
Of course I mean my tally marks. And I have a space for yours. Do you want to see where?
Victor Zaz is just, he's wholesome. There's no reason to do this, but I'm gonna. Whee! Take him out! Alright, this riddle coming up confused me so much the first time that I played this game. What? What is it? How do you reflect on your successes and failures, Batman? What a great riddle. In Batman the Animated Series, there are very few episodes that contain the Riddler, and that is in part because the writers Found the Riddler to be a pain in the butt to write for. Oh, I got a palindrome of views to followers. 31 views, 13 followers. Thank you for the follows. Typically, right through here, at the end of this hallway, is the last riddle that I get almost every time. Let's see if that happens. Ivy.
Stop! Stop, Batman, please! You've got to help my babies!
I'm really not interested in a bunch of flowers, Ivy.
They're in pain, crying for help!
Just stay where you are. Last thing I need is you running free.
Poor children. I'll save you. I won't let them hurt you.
Oh, Pamela Isley as Poison Ivy. You've seen Batman and Robin. You saw Uma Thurman doing an interpretation of Poison Ivy.
Someone help me!
Hello, brother.
I'm up here.
You're my one viewer? Aww. What is who interested in? I gotta start listening to myself.
Caught me.
Harley! Ah! You have to help me.
Ivy? Gee, you look like crap. Maybe I can sneak you some shampoo.
The plants, can't you hear them? They're crying out to me in agony.
Oh, thanks.
I really don't have time for this.
Please let me.
Well, you're it right now.
Die without me.
I don't know, Red.
I'll be switching over to Minecraft around 1 o'clock, like 15, 20 minutes. So the boys can watch now.
That feels so much better.
Oh,
She's a good kid. I could watch her.
she's a good kid.
What a riot! And speaking of riots, here's a bit of civil unrest I cooked up just for you.
What are you waiting?
They got rid of these
He's
characters.
taking control of the security overrides. I have the sequence generator, but without the terminal in my office, it's useless.
They remind me of the, what is it,
Give
the
me the
jockey
sequencer.
from
What?
Left 4 Dead?
Oh, yes, of course. It's useless. Half the code won't get you anywhere. We're trapped in here.
The sequencer.
There's always a way out. Always.
First playthrough for me, Tim? Does it look like it? That hurts my feelings.
You stay here. Lock this gate when I leave.
Look at the detail on the cape. Because he's been at it. His cape's ripped. Of course.
How can we?
Like the good old sequencer. This is cool. I can't remember his name, but the design of this character is based off of a person who won a contest. And the contest was to be in the game. They would design a character after you. He won. And here he is, locked in a cell the isolation area. Congrats! Oh! I will. Big fight coming up here. We get to see... Ooh, I skipped one. We get to see Harley Quinn again.
There is no way you were doing this alone. Who's helping you?
Best way to beat those guys is to counter them and then punch them on the ground. Just like real life.
Surprise!
Arls.
You know, Bats, I always thought there was a spark between us. Well, now there is. I know, you're shocked.
Oh.
Come and get me, Bats. I double dare
This makes
you.
me sad. I can't save him.
You guys are idiots. There are guns everywhere. That's not fair, Bad Brain. Little hit, boy. Keep away from the fish.
Fighting in a tiny hallway.
Let's finish this.
Fighting in a tiny hallway. Ouch.
You okay down there? Hey, B-Man, go easy on my boy.
Yes.
Was that as easy as it looked? Huh.
I don't
Wow.
typically,
It
I
won't
don't
be
go out of
so
my
easy
way
trying
to play the
catch
hard mode.
me. Mwah.
But that's another good idea for breaking up the challenge maps. Anymore, I play this game just to zone out, which is part of why. Come on. Which is part of why this is fun.
Pacification system deactivated.
Because it forces me to be a little more active and to talk to people.
Patient evaluation 5. Victor is not responding well to treatment. Victor, yesterday we spoke about...
And the hard mode forces me to pay attention.
They are all people, Victor.
I love to pay
They are
attention.
zombies. Continuously
I don't need to unlock this, but I will.
daily grind, waiting for someone to liberate them.
You mean kill them? The police report states that you murdered, or liberated, if you like, 20 young women in the last 3 months. Each had her throat slit and was left posed.
They were all lucky to be chosen to receive my gift.
I doubt they would agree with you.
Really? How about you, Miss Cassidy?
There we go.
As you take the elevator to your apartment each night, open the 6 locks to apartment 433. Remember you forgot to buy your cat food. Again.
How do you know where
As you sit down in your favorite red chair, cat on lap, just wait
Not okay,
for
Victor.
something to happen. I can make it happen, Sarah. I am your salvation.
Yeah. He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Thanks, Tim. I'll just phone it in. And that's why I have 13 followers. I don't think we'll make it to the... it's not even technically a Harley fight.
What? You found that one too? Preposterous.
Calendar Man. Read the long Halloween. The scanner, this thing? The sequencer? Or to scan riddles. All right.
Look who's finally turned up, the Dark Knight himself. How's it hanging, Babs?
So I'm going to attempt to get all of the riddles in this room. The ones that I have the equipment for. Okay.
Where can I get me one of those? Don't fear, that's gonna leave those two guys hanging around all day.
Hey. Okay, got the first one.
You'll make a lovely couple.
There we go.
Wanna give that thing to me back? Listen, between you and me, Mr. J is good.
Okay, by doing that one, I can unlock this water.
Another gadget? What does it do? What does it do? Any second now.
I can scan this Chronicle
I
of
took a
Arkham.
walk around my island. I passed by the penitentiary and felt...
Oh, the sequencer. Just for the sake of time. Ah. Great.
I'll miss you. Not. Oh, and now you have only 30 seconds to get out. Bye-bye.
The sequencer it's just used to unlock these little panels. There are other ways that you can use it in future games. But yeah, it's just a hacking tool. And I like the range amplifier.
You're safe now.
Because then you can unlock stuff from a further distance, which is needed for some of the Riddler trophies.
She won't get away.
It also just makes it a little easier to float around.
Her boyfriend.
Good. Listen, I'll go try and get the ventilation.
Welcome, viewer.
Working. If you find her, don't go easy on
I'm on my phone for chat, so I don't know who you are. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat if you like. Feel free to lurk if you'd prefer. That's totally cool. It is whatever you are comfortable with. I want to let you know, I am Davidmmoan, which is my name in real life as well. Playing Arkham Asylum only for about 10 more minutes, a little bit less, maybe. I might get through the Harley fight. And then I'm gonna switch over to Minecraft so that my nieces and nephews can watch me play for an hour before I go and have my final Christmas show today. Hacker man.
This may take a while. The system's locked. Out.
I should listen to those. Maybe later. So I can't actually get any of these yet, but it'll be open for later. So Joker's poison gas in there is preventing me from getting in, and I need to unlock, you can see the back way. I need to unlock that wall to the left there. I need to tear it down in order to get to that trophy, and a switch that will turn on the fan to clear out the room. Watch out, here he comes. Okay, so I'm at 12 Joker teeth, which should be right.
Come on,
The Joker teeth stretched me out because if you miss one,
you're right on target, fat brain.
if you miss one, you have to go back and find them. And they're a pain in the butt to find. He's actually up top, so I'll encounter him in a minute. The cell of Harvey Dent. The Two-Face. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame them for getting rid of that enemy. I think the idea was that they're supposed to be chaotic and frenetic, but they just end up being kind of a little annoying. And yeah, the design itself is kind of offensive. Perpetuating the idea of mental disease as psychosis. It's hard when you're superheroes based in reality. All right.
Here he comes, Mr. J.
Excellent. I'll leave it to you then.
Yeah.
Dear.
Yep, I totally agree. All right, I'm gonna quick scan this before the battle. No, let me. All right, I'll have to get it after. We'll get it next time. Ruh-roh. Trapped. It is possible, although difficult, to trap the goons down on whichever floor is being electrified.
Anyone for fried bat wings?
Now we wait.
Okay.
I pressed the wrong direction. All right. Moving my combo. Keep losing my combo like a gas station with a kleptomaniac. That was stupid. I don't feel good about it. But that's okay. Only you're here, Tim. And that should be it.
He's done it again. I don't believe it. I'm on my way now.
Oops, change of plans, kiddo.
But I tried my best.
Sorry, but there is no prize for second place. I'm afraid you're off the party list. Better luck next time.
No!
Oh, Joker.
Big ugly bat.
Oh. Thank you, Tim. It was pretty lame.
Hands off the merchandise. That's my party list.
Quiet. Why the smiles next to certain names?
You're the detective. You tell me.
For those of you who were looking carefully, the ones that weren't crossed out were Basil Carlo and Waylon Jones. Waylon Jones is Killer Croc, who we saw at the beginning of the movie. Basil Carlo is Clayface.
You won't find Mr. J. He's in
Basil
the
Carlo was his acting name.
crap.
Yep, I know.
Damn. Well, he'll get me out. You'll see. Yeah. You'll see.
You'll see. Alright, just waiting for the little save icon.
Oracle, I'm done. Harley is subdued, and I have her principal.
So you can find find the secret lab in the gardens.
Yes. Harley's been everywhere on the island, so I'm calibrating the scanner to only show prints that have traces of chlorophyll.
Okay, listen. Be careful. I rerouted a Wayne Tech satellite to show thermal scans of the island. The gardens are showing up hot. Something bad is happening there.
And we're just gonna have to wait for the sequel to see what's going on in the gardens. Can I go through this door at all? Just wanted to save. Alright, I'll grab the map.
You do know how to read a map, don't you, detective?
Well, that didn't do it. Alright, I guess we'll get the Riddler stuff in here.
Victor has been more subdued recently. Response to medication
And then we'll auto-save.
Hello, Victor. Is there anything you'd like to talk about today? Victor! This is going nowhere. God! Get him out of here!
You heard the doctor. Get out. Didn't you hear me? He's got a knife! Oh! Get a crank in him! Get a crank in him! Oh, God! He's on Bill! He's cutting him! Get him off! Get him off! We need help here!
Something horrifying just listening to that on audio. Hope the kids aren't here.
I argued with the latest group of young, eager doctors. They bored me with theories and ideas, proving that they had no theories on how...
What? How did you get out of there?
There it is. The cell for Victor Freeze, as one might guess. Fingers crossed. It's gonna save as soon as we get through the door. There's the icon I'm looking for. I might have actually missed it earlier. It's behind my little chat bar. Alright, with that, I am going to I'm gonna save this stream and I'm gonna switch over to Minecraft. I'll be back in just a minute. Cool.